Old-fashioned claret. Sometimes nothing will beat it. Other times other things do beat it, but when it's really good and when you really want it, there's something about something that's a little bit focused. Lovely red fruit, little bit of iron, little bit of cigar box. Something that's classic and doesn't really waver. And some of the chateaux in Saint Estèphe, especially in the north, often still show that because it's that little bit cooler than the rest of the appellations. It is slower, harder to ripen each year, and you are left with some of those typical flavours more readily available than perhaps in some of the more riper and warmer southern appellations. Anyway, this is from a very classic estate, and it's really delicious wine. This is the second wine of the very famous Chateau Phelan Ségur, and this is Chateau also very famous. This is Franck Phelan, one of the Irish wine geese. This is from 2016, so it's a very, very fine vintage, not quite as opulent, say, as 2015, but no less intense and full of flavour and classic character. Intense red berries, but with notes of mocha and cedarwood, cigar, and even notes of cinnamon as well. And then the palate is really finely tuned, so you get this lovely mouth-watering acidity, but then there's wonderful weight and richness around the palate as well. It's a delicious wine and really very, very good indeed. Great with game, great with venison, all that kind of sort of hearty, meaty meat, if you know what I mean. And if you're sort of vegetarian part-time or even full-time vegetarian, it's very, very good with, say, grilled mushrooms or mature cheeses. And if you're vegan, well, you might just drink it on its own. It's absolutely delicious. And as I say, it's one of those really classic wines. 2016, this vintage, not as opulent, but really good. So what does that work out like? Actually, it means it's got slightly higher acidity, which will mean that it'll age for longer. And here we are in 2021. It'll age for at least another half an hour. No, don't get me wrong. It's very, very good indeed, and certainly another 5-10 years would be very, very interesting to see how it unfolds. But if you're like me, I think you're going to really enjoy it now.